bat. And as you said, it meant that that middle order, they've all ended up one spot too high. So it's a challenge. It's a tough bowling attack to be facing, but I think they've got their selection bang on today.
Judging by the last delivery, lack of bounce there, it's not going to be easy for the batters. They have to bat sensibly.
55 runs, 4 dismissals. Strike rate, oh dear. That swung a long way. Now will that be a wide? No, it's gone as buys, and I think that's a fair call because it swung late. It swung the keeper, not the batter.
Yeah, that is absolutely gone. It's gone sideways. Just as it's pitched, then the seam is stood up from there in the perfect position.
It was going straight to Iftikhar Ahmed in the slips. That's encouraging, isn't it? For Naseem Shah. The ball is responding, wobbling in the air. The ball, right length.
Oh, superb, superb. Not happy because the keeper did not collect that clean. Just a reminder, Hiroshan Dikwal is not playing. Lahiru Udara is keeping wickets and Babar Azam is captain for the Colombo Strikers.
That's beautiful. That is. Want to try and get the ball to swing, that's the way to do it. And it just wobbles and just dips on the keeper as well.
Yeah, after Naseem Shah beat him, all ends up and close to him. We're not good enough for that.
Oh, brilliant. Wrong end, that's going to be 5. The opportunity was at the bowler's end and Ramesh Mendis was backing up the bowler's end. Going into Fernando. Picked it up brilliantly. Look at Naseem Shah. He can't believe it. In such a good over, but he's conceded 10.
And without breaking a sweat. It's encouraged. They have to take all the chances to pick up wickets.
But you know what? A direct hit would have had the wicket of Madhushka also. It's not exactly the wrong end, but if it gone to bowler's end, there would have been someone backing up. But you're being positive here. That's why Babar Azam applauded that effort from Nuanidu Fernando. 10 off the first over. Required for the Jaffna Kings. Mohammad Nawaz has the new ball. Great vibe here, good atmosphere. Crowd enjoying it, and the crowd really has built up. Dilap Kendi, the home team, played earlier in the day. Go to work, finish up Tuesday. Then you head to the cricket.
A big risk taken by Babar Azam. Bowling the new ball with Nawaz. Starts off well. He hasn't bowled well throughout this LPL. He's gone for plenty.
Yeah, hasn't been at his usual best, that's for sure. Hasn't been that accuracy and consistency that we've come to expect from Mohammad Nawaz. But maybe this is a way to get him into the game. maybe this is a way to show that captain's got full faith in him. See if he can produce his best.
His economy in the LPL, in the power play, has been at 9.66. There you go, Ramir. No.
I won't mind that as long as Nawaz is picking up wickets. He hasn't done that. A slow delivery. That is good.
Well, the first 6 overs are crucial. We saw Colombo strikers flying. Then when the field was spread, pace taken off, it became harder to score. The trend will be the same. Squeezes it through, 4 more. Did well, Madhushka, to get back on that, and powerfully as he did.
88 was not good enough. Kilometers per hour. He had to increase the speed. And guess what happened to him? Boundary scored. He's not learning.
The idea should be to be as tight as possible. Nicely get your good bowlers on, your best bowlers. And make sure you have plenty of runs to defend when the field restrictions are lifted. Bottom edge, another boundary. Runs are flowing for the Jaffna Kings.
Babar Azam is better off bowling Asima here. Because he's bowling quick. He's not looking to spin the ball. What is the point? Defies the entire purpose.
It's just a miss for mine. He's got 2 men up, backward square, short fine leg. Just can't afford to miss into that area. Just can't afford to be sliding down leg. He's paid the price.
Strikers 54 for no loss in the first 6. Scored only 92 after that. 2 bowled, 20 for no loss. Well supported, the LPL. Fans are behind it, the sponsors as well. Broadcasters taking all around the world in many different areas, territories, can be viewed in parts of the world on these platforms, on these networks.
That is the advantage you have playing a regular opener. Look how late Madhushka played that ball. He was well in control, watching the ball closely.
I think it just plays more to their strengths. I think it allows your batters a little bit more freedom at the top. You've got that solid influence at the other end, and it means your middle order players hopefully coming to the middle later in the innings.
So good to watch Nasim Shah running in. Another run that I enjoy watching is the Pick Me run. Pick Me, reliable taxi service. Time affordable. Yo. Got a good engine that line. Kicking all day, keeps going. Over the top, that's brilliant. Ramanullah Gurbaz goes through the line and goes all the way.
First real sign of aggression from Gurbaz. And just holds the pose afterwards, watches it go all the way. Excellent striking.
And he eyed the bowler. Then how about that? It's a tremendous blow.
Good reply. That was a quick short one. That extra pace is what worked for Ramanullah Gurbaz. He's tried that shot a few times, the last few innings that he's played. But the lack of pace, the slower balls, he's ended up dragging it towards square leg. Asim Shah is true and fast. He was able to hold his shape.
That's good fast bowling. That is, it is good to watch. It's high octane stuff. Yet to meet a fast bowler who likes being hit over the head for six. Goes to the short ball and it's a cracker as well.
Friendly chat between the two in Pashto, I would imagine.
It'll be a wide. Couple of extra runs. Too many. Yeah, you're right. Both the players, they know Pashto.
Language spoken in KPK, the Khyber Pass, Peshawar, and that's just on the border of Afghanistan. Most of the Afghan players do play cricket in Pakistan, don't they, Ami? Flow ball ends the third. It's 29 for none. Well, Mohammad Nawaz gets a second over.
One.
The two in the deep are a mid-wicket and the long on for Gurbaz, who's got the tendency to drag the ball leg side-ish. 3 more overs, 3 crucial overs of the power play remaining. Yep, he gets the length, he gets underneath it and slaps it over short square leg. Gurbaz throwing control today.
A little shimmy inside the crease. Wanted to upset the bowler. Wanted that length and he got it. And dispatched the ball over square leg for yet another boundary.
Looks like he's got a plan and more in control, which is now a bad sign for the strikers.
Need more of that from Mohammad Nawaz. Needs to settle in. Sounds easy, but find his line of length. All before a real drag down. Seems to be the easiest time of the innings to be batting. Just the 2 fielders out. Ball sliding on nicely with the new ball.
How hard was that hit? Babar, his expression says it all. 36 for no loss was the strikers at this stage.
It's better though, 2 dot balls. If you're the Colombo strikers side, that's what you need. Need to be able to try and create some pressure, even if it's just perceived pressure. Got a player in Gurbaz who likes to be aggressive. Once he starts, he often can't help himself.
A swap in the field, mid-wickets in the circle, deep square legs pushed to the boundary. And he hits it to mid-wicket. It was short, got onto it quick. It's a 6. First 6 of the innings, second 6 of the innings, and it's Gurbaz.
Ordinary bowling from the left armer. Second time in this over. He dragged the length back. And to a player like Gurbaz, what are you thinking?
Just can't bowl that. Cannot be bowling short. No protection out in that area.
That's 4 more. Neatly punched off the back foot. Rahmanullah Gurbaz. He's on a roll.
94 kilometers per hour. And back of the length. And outside the off stump. Christmas has arrived early for Gurbaz. That's comfort food for him.
Now he's got to try and find a way out of the over. He's already gone for 14. One more delivery left in his spell.
Drop and run, 15 off it, 43, 44 for no loss after 4.
Well, Colombo strikers, they're under some pressure here. Just losing their way a little bit. The Jaffna getting off to a good start. The target of 147 doesn't look big at this stage, particularly with those big buildings starting to happen. And time for Colombo strikers to strike, get a wicket or two.
Yeah, you're right, then. Team name sort of gives it away, doesn't it, Karunaratne? No Patirana. Gurbaz has come to play. He can do this to you, no question about it. 27 off 14. The fact that they haven't lost a wicket heading into the last 2 overs of the power play could mean carnage.
And Nawaz did struggle in that last over. Hoodwinked by the striker, not once but regularly. Their front foot press and then going back into the crease and hammering that one over mid-wicket, and this lovely drive through the offside. He's ruling the roost, as they say. Strike rate of 180.
Running with the shot, very well done. Just continues the trend, though, doesn't it, that we've seen from Jaffna in this tournament. They either win really well and you think, wow, this is the team to beat once again this season, or they lose badly. There's that consistency that we've seen over the last 3 years hasn't been there. Top order sets the tone. They will join either of these sides, whoever wins. Join Candy and Dumbulla on 6 points.
See, that should also be a worry, isn't it? When you have quality players in your side, you need some consistency going forward. Roshan Dikwal, unfortunately, splitting his webbing and splitting his webbing, and therefore he's unable to play. So like, that's a big blow for Colombo strikers as captain, wicket-keeper, batter. that's a worry for Jaffna, the way they have lost their way in certain games.
Is the bouncer for the over, so they're trying things now. Nothing wrong with that. Almost looking to buy a wicket. Skitty quick, isn't he, Karunaratne? That was a 136 bouncer.
A good thinking. Aggression v aggression. Let's see who wins.
No timing. Just over the field. But the fast outfield works as the 50 comes up for the Jaffna Kings.
He's not happy, a little bewildered that Iftikhar didn't really go after that catch, and trying to explain to Babar Azam now Iftikhar that he was not near the ball. Now how close was this? Oh, didn't even try actually. Every right to feel a little despondent.
But he doesn't hold back, does he? Gurbaz, he just gives it his all. Really goes hard.
It's good batting. 7 more runs from the over. He won without loss. Well, this will be a good battle. Isha Patirana up against Gurbaz and Madushka. Final over of the power play.
The leaking singles and also boundaries. So either defend singles and let them try the luck with big shots.
Start with a wide. Yeah, 3 types of deliveries you're likely to get, aren't you, from Patirana? He's got a very good quick bouncer. Well, we saw Niroshan Dikwela with a toasted sandwich in his hand. Well, that nothing goes better with it. Anchor. David Milk, look at that. Got a few chocolate milks up here. Thank you, Roshan. You've just shouted everybody pizza as well. So we will enjoy the chocolate milk with it. Oh, yes. Have some of that. Backward point for 6.
Lighting up the Sky Knight here with his belligerent hitting. Gurbaz on top of his game, 39 now. This was a slash and used the pace of Patirana and slicing it over point for a great 6. Really is outstanding when he's in that form.
Just making it look a little bit too easy, considering that defending just 147. Short and wide, went the distance.
That should be up. Simple catch. He gets his revenge. The opening partnership, the first 50 partnership of the tournament for Jaffna is over.
Great celebrations. It reminds me of that WWE, is it called The Undertaker? 58 for the loss of 1. The first wicket has gone down, a flick, and finding the safe hands there at mid-wicket. I think it was Iftikhar there, making no mistake. And looking so good, and then once again disappointing himself and his fans, importantly. He's full of promise and talent after hitting a great 6 getting out. 39 he got, and it's 58 for 1.
Hasalanka, the new man in at number 3. He's got a platform with which to go on and win this match for his team. Patirana's getting the pace up there, 146 kilometres an hour. Very first ball. Now a change up.
Time to make a comeback. Gurbaz was threatening to take the game away from Babar Azam. The off-cutter working well a little early into that shot. The feet not going towards the ball, and good catch.
It's not the first time we've seen in this tournament Gurbaz fall over and hit the inside half of the bat. He's been caught out at long on, and in the last match had a deep square. Now this one at mid-wicket. Wide. So there's a real technical problem that he has. In between that, some incredible shots. That's just a big tangle, his feet getting in the way. It's really just an emergency shot to put the bat on the ball. There we go, the Undertaker.
Seen some great celebrations, really unique and very different ones.
You Sri Lankan boys love a celebration. You see Tikshana with the bow and arrow. See also Hasaranga.
Dhamika Karunaratne, have you seen that?
I'm waiting to see it.
Yeah, he hasn't got wickets. He's someone who really celebrates.
I don't know whether his bottom hand, bottom grip, or trying to hit the ball a little hard, that the bat twists in his hand. It's going so smoothly, brilliantly.
They need just 6.2 runs per over, so the run rate required is well under control. That's why Jaffna, I think, would have loved this partnership, that opening partnership, to have gone for, say, 3 more overs, the way they were going at 10 runs and over.
That was the advantage. That's what Gurbaz brings into the team, that aggressive batting.
That's nicely played into the gap. Big chase, they will run it down. Another over, that's double digits, 10 runs from the over. Power play's done, 61 for 1. So the leg spinner, left arm leg spinner, Sandikar. He has a job. The leg spinners have bowled pretty well in this tournament. Need that economy rate to come down a touch.
It's 4 men in the ring. 6 and over required. I think they need to do something with the field setting here. Get another man in. Try the rotation of strike. Do something different. This is regular field when you're defending 180. They don't have luxury of a lot of runs.
Yeah, adding to that, think back to the last game. Patirana had 3 overs right at the death. I'm not sure they can afford to leave him to have 3. I would give him another one immediately so he can get a breakthrough. First innings in this match told a story. Colombo actually had a very similar opening stand with 57, and then bang, 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 4 for 12. And it completely changed the momentum of this match. They need to do the same to the strikers.
Surprises me that the bowlers don't want an attacking field, or in a situation like this, they read the game according to the skipper. They know their strengths, they know how much the ball is spinning. or seaming or what are the pitch conditions. So they should be acting on their own rather than letting captain dictate terms to them.
The strikers should understand that if they're to win this, they need to get the 10 wickets. So at least they need to strike and push Jaffna into some situation. And at the moment, 82 of 80 balls with 9 wickets standing, it's quite easy for Jaffna. And as you say, the fielding side are not making an effort to dismiss batters, not even a slip.
This situation is tailor-made for somebody like Shoaib Malik. He doesn't have to sweat a lot. He'll come in and pick those singles and do it quite easily in the end. You've got to be wary of that aspect of this run chase as well.
All singles in the over, 5 runs from it, 66 for 1. Needed of 78 deliveries. Will be another spin change, so spinners from both ends. Reminding everybody, Babar Azam is the skipper tonight. No Nidoshan Dikwela, nursing a hand injury. Will also try and get through their overs quickly in this situation too. Oh, that might well be 5 wides, is it? Can Naseem Shah get there? Oh no, that will be wides, 5 of them. Let's head downstairs to Ridima, who has the fantastic Mahesh Tikshna.
Well, that's right, Scotty. Thank you so much. Well, Jaffna definitely need more of that, but they're off to a good start. But if you speak about your performance today, you've had the best economy amongst all bowlers. But what did you make of the fielding effort of the team?
I think the wicket is really good to bat on. So I think our plan was to create more pressure with the dot balls because we knew they had like a lot of right-handers. So we had to. The key was like to give them more dot balls and make them pressure and go for the big shots and get the wickets.
Right. Well, you're coming off from the back of a good IPL. How has the experience playing under MSD helped you in the LPL and overall in your performance?
I think for me it become like more easy because you just keep it simple every time. Whenever we're in the field, whenever we're in pressure, you just want to do our basics right and get the result done.
Give me a smile, Tikshna. Come on, the team is doing well. Yeah, that's more like it. Now, what do you make of the team so far? Like, you've managed to restrict them below under 150. So easy total to chase.
I think the wicket is pretty good to bat on. I think it's easy to like chase in 146 in this wicket because we are in a good position now. So I think hopefully in like 17th over 16th over we finish it because we the net run rate also need to think about it.
All right. Well, you're the defending champions. You won every edition of the LPL. So what is the mood of the camp like now?
No, it was like I think the tournament is still open for everyone because everyone like only 1 or 2 teams won 2 games. Like everyone.
And that's a 6.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Everyone was like just won 2 or 3 games. The tournament is still open. I think for all the 5 teams they have a chance. With our team, just we need to basics right because today just they're doing well. Just going with our partnerships right.
All right. Well, I wish you all the best, and I hope more of those 6s keep coming in. Back to the comps.
Thank you so much.
13 runs from the over. It's been exactly what they needed. Settle for 1. Don't need to take too many risks at this point.
Get your best bowlers in now. 67 of 73. This is an easy shot to execute with the spin, lifting it easily for 6.
8 overs gone, 80 for 1.
Well, that's gone fine. The outfield is very quick, and that'll be 4 more.
A little bit of luck with that one. Just a little bit of room outside that off stump in the bottom edge. It races away for 4.
What a difference a day makes. If you thought it was not running Jaffna's way yesterday when they were batting, today everything's going their way. Feeding off, but just feel the strikers, their bowlers, they're giving it too much pace, the spinners, not slowing it up at all. This was in the previous over. Didn't collect it clean. He thought there was an inside edge. Oh, he's actually missed a stumping.
That is a good shot. That is a very, very fine stroke from Charitha Salanka. I think it's gone all the way. I think it's hit the boundary on the full. But it's the method that's so impressive.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's carried all the way. Landed on the Toblerone. What a gorgeous shot that is. Full extension of the arms right through the ball.
Just in front, isn't it? On the volley. The umpires have signalled it a 4.
It's looking player, Salanka, when he gets on that front foot and plays the extra cover drive. It's a pretty looking shot. So is that. A lot of people in the ground at the moment. This is a tight one.
Runs are coming thick and fast. They're going at over 10 and over. You saw second half of Striker's innings. It was hard to score runs with this type of firepower to come. David Miller, Shoaib Malik, Tisera Pereira, Tauhid Rudoy. Geez, how are they going to contain these boys? 91 for 1. Yep. Umpire Lyndon Hannibal yells out, taps his watch and signals the timeout.
going at 10 to the over, so this has been really impressive by the Jaffna Kings, in particular after what happened yesterday night and how badly their batting order fared. Now there's been some responsibility from Madushka, some power up front by Gurbaz, even though he's out, and Sri Lanka looks as though he's just starting to hit his stride. As has been mentioned, there's plenty of batting to come here.
Batting order better balanced with Madushka coming in at the top, pushing Sri Lanka to 3. Miller will be more comfortable.
It was a great start from the Jaffna Kings. Got themselves into their work, particularly savage on Mohammad Nawaz early. And that was a thing of beauty. It's Naseem Shah. Anything short, Gurbaz was exceptionally punishing against. Didn't allow Nawaz to settle in. It's quick on his feet, able to access boundaries on both sides of the ground. And then he just spooned one.
Just fell over a little bit, didn't he? Just got himself in a bit of a tangle and looped that to mid-wicket. Tell you what, Afghanistan are starting to produce some very exciting T20 players. No, through the spin, but now with batting, you think of Ibrahim Zadran coming through.
They always have that power. Clear ground, but they're producing proper batsmen. So they make better decisions, and when you're playing proper shots, the risk of throwing your wickets away, that's where they're getting ahead. Ibrahim Zadran is a technically correct batsman. The past, they have only 2 gears. Block, yep. Park, or 5th. But now, since there are different gears, they are more of a challenge for the opposition. Handling different pace of the game, or the pace of the game, varying, handling that. It's not easy.
And I think the world knows that if they post a score, T20 cricket, they're a tough team to beat with their bowling attack. Spin that they have.
And it's exciting to see. Exciting to see that development across the board. More and more teams competing on the world stage.
A lot of credit to the system as well, because it's a massive challenge for the Afghans to play cricket and also prove like that. Patirana into that glory ball, not happening.
Half singles off this over. It's been, I say, an indifferent over compared to what we've seen from Jaffna. They've always managed to find a boundary. Here there's been just 5 singles.
Sensible way to play. Patirana has been their main wicket taker. The Colombo Strikers is leading the competition. 4 wickets at the moment, so you've got yourself far enough ahead of the game that you can just milk them for ones.
That's swift. That is swift. Into the 10th, 96 for 1. They're ahead at the moment, the reigning champions, the Jaffna Kings. But you don't want to take anything for granted. We've seen the surface, it becomes tougher to bat on. They're ahead of the curve, and that's important for those that have still got to come to the wicket. when you're scoring at this sort of rate, there's not as much pressure, is there, when you walk to the wicket and you need 5 and over, compared to when you walk to the wicket on a slow pitch and you need 7.5, 8 and over.
That's why you see that big smile on David Miller's face. Doesn't need to go out and bat in the first 10 overs. He's got a good platform, shall he be needed. Batting hasn't fired really so far for the Jaffna Kings. This is a great platform.
Old-fashioned cricket. Go hard with the new ball, get ahead, and make sure you're getting closer and set yourself up for a final dash. Keep going like this, the final dash would not be needed.
This hasn't been middled. This has not been middled. Instead, it's held. And David Miller might have to walk to the wicket now.
Nicely bowled by Sandakan. He tossed it up and it was a lot slower. They mentioned they've been bowling in the 90s, the spinners. Look at that go in the air. It's slow. Asalanka through the shot. Gets it off the bottom, and Babar Azam, correction, Iftikhar makes no mistake. It's relief for Sandakan, relief for the strikers. He's disappointed once again, Charit Asalanka. Just the 12 of 15, 97 for 2.
I must admit, I think it's a smart decision. I know we're going to see the dismissal of Asalanka here, but I think that this is a real smart decision by the Jaffna Kings to bring Thisara Perera in. The reason being is it's highly unlikely that Patirana was going to get continued with. And he struggles a little bit when it's quick and it's bouncing. And Patirana bowls a very slippery bouncer. But against the spin, he is very, very dangerous.
Surely that means if you're Babar Azam, you've got to go Patirana one more. You have to roll the dice here.
No, this is not out. This is all the way. This is just timed by Madushka. A big over. 14 from it. 110 for 2. Yet another impressive turnout here in Palakele. just under 11,500. And they've thoroughly enjoyed themselves.
Mr. Pereira, I reckon, got an eye on that net run rate. 37 off 54 required. Get up there because it's a tight table. Madhushka also joining in. Get it done where you're in a good position. 2-3 blows were there and get that net run rate up because every team's been blowing hot and cold. Therefore, when you get an opportunity, you got to get ahead. And something that you can get ahead on is the sling mobile, the sling mobility. Karnaratne's into the attack. Slow ball into the pitch. Innovative technology. Yep. Well charged front hand, one-handed six.
Meanwhile, I just don't understand that first ball. Known that Sauda Pereira doesn't like the short stuff, doesn't like the quick stuff, and you go slower ball to him first up.
And this is lobbed over mid-on for 6 more. You've only just got to clear the fence to get the maximum. You don't have to hit it in the grandstand.
And you just think that these are measured hits. It's just dropping outside the boundary line. Just a little drop kick once again. Teased the long on in the previous over. Teased the long on just here.
Played a good innings here, Madhushka. He watched Gurbaz from the other side deliver the power, and now he's putting the foot down. Doesn't try to hit this hard. He just said, I've got to find the middle of the bat, I've got to time it, and I got both right.
Madhushka 46 off 30. Good shot. 29 required off 51 now. They're on their bike. Yep, on his feet. Roshan Abhisingh enjoying every moment of it. Oh dear, that's cut away. 1 bounce for 4. Just short of another boundary. 6. 4 runs to Mr. Pereira.
And another big over. 12 runs coming from it
Good shot.
already. Just the 4 balls bowled.
Now. They're on their bike.
Just feel this was a misstep
On his feet.
from the Colombo
Abhisingh
strikers.
enjoying every moment of it.
You've got Nasim Shah, you've got Patirana, both with 2 overs left.
Cut away. 1 bounce.
You have to ask, what do you say from them for?
Another boundary. 6.
It's 24 needed for victory. 25, sorry. And another big over.
You're right, they're not going to get a bowl at
12
this
runs
stage.
coming from it
Pereira doesn't want to see Nasim Shah. He doesn't want to see Patirana.
already. Just the 4 balls bowled.
Wants to see a lot more of this. That's 4 more.
Just feel this was a misstep
It's just brute strength.
from the Colombo strikers. You've got nothing strength. It's power, it's aggression, and he is in a mood tonight, the skipper. Sauda Pereira wants to get this done and wants to get it done quickly. 24 needed for victory. 25, sorry. Absolutely climbing into Karunaratne here.
Pereira doesn't want to
And
see
where does he go
Nasim
to
Shah. He doesn't want
for
to
the
see
final
Patirana.
delivery? He's tried to go short, he's tried to pace off, he's
Wants
tried
to
a
see
hard
lot
length.
more of this. That's 4 more.
Only thing missing from the attempts is the
Just
Yorker.
brute strength. Yeah, this is a tactical error. This really is a tactical error. This is right up to Sauda Pereira's pace alley. He loves this. He absolutely loves this. Huge over. 17 from it, 12 gone, 127 for 2.
Where does he go to for the final delivery? He's tried to go short, he's tried to pace off, he's tried a hard length. Only thing missing from the attempts is the Yorker.
Jaffna Kings. Their pride was hurt. Confidence was dented. But they have come back into this tournament with a bang. What a thumping performance this has been from the Kings.
Almost as thumping as the Sling mobility. Forget long charging hours. Sling Smart EV ecosystem gives you one fully charged battery on demand. Guys, picked him up. The champion fast bowler gets rid of Tissera Pereira, who played a real gem of a knock, 17 off 6. They are thinking about the net run rate. They couldn't get past this champion Pakistan fast bowler.
It was rewarded for bowling straight and taking off the pace. Well, into the stroke a bit too early. But Naseem Shah to strike. Captain perishes. Quick fire 17 from 7 deliveries from the captain. It's 127 for 3.
Doesn't get any easier for the Colombo strikers. David Miller in at number 5. Joined Madushka, who's played really good innings so far. That is clever. Completely deceived him with the slower ball. He was having some fun up till that point.
It's a good move, wasn't it? Getting Madushka into the final 11. It was a good combo of the openers. One aggressor and Gurbaz the other one. Played with that conventional approach. Worked well. And worked well for Naseem Shah. He was able to pick his first wicket of the match.
It's a nice pull shots in front of square. Settle for 1. He's quick in the outfield. Valvoline, trusted brand who's been around for 150 years. America's first motor oil, original motor oil worldwide. Down to 19 runs for victory. Dushka looking for his first Lankan Premier League 50. He's playing really well. Want to be there at the end. See his team through to victory.
Yeah, he looked at ease right at the beginning of his innings. He was dealing with those spacey deliveries from Naseem Shah with ease. He has plenty of time. Negotiate the swing and also the pace.
I think it's where his test match experience comes in, isn't it? He can judge where his off stump is. He can let the new ball go. Catch up later. Oh no, he won't get the maiden 50. Naseem Shah strikes once more.
He's holding up things. He's making it difficult for Jaffna Kings. Delaying the obvious. 2 in 2 overs for Naseem Shah. To win this over. Beg your pardon. What an over. Only conceding 1 run. Dismissing both the well-set batsmen. Good contribution from Madushka. 32 of 32 deliveries he faced. 46 was his score. 128 for 4.
He wants to, both these players, quick. And there's going to be another wicket if they get to the right end. Ridoy, he was the one who called 2 and almost sold his partner down the river. 129 for 4. That's not going to get any easier. Isha Patirana. This was the running. He called 2 straight away, Ridoy. David Miller was ball watching a little bit, but just lucky that the throw went to the wrong end.
He trusted his partner fully.
Oh, this should fly away and will make it to the boundary.
He was going for a full-blooded drive. Changed his mind at the last moment. Still a good enough a stroke. Go over the boundary line.
Now it's just 14 runs needed. Will they keep this aggression? Oh, another one. He has plenty of class, this young man. Back to back for Ridoy.
Sublime. Caress the ball. Through the offside. How elegant he looked. Minimum of effort and a very good result. Well balanced. Never tried to overhit the ball. Relied on the timing.
The wides to a gift of a run. 14 extras, 10 wides. Those problems keep continuing. Patirana is always as well. Thank you for bringing those up to the comm box.
is not in a rush. Radoy. Yeah, the batters have been disappointing once again. The middle order not coming to the fore for Colombo strikers. Left too much to do for the bowlers.
Just keep picking up overs worth double figures, don't they? Another 10 runs from it this over. Matter of time now, 8 off 37. So it will be like Jaffna Kings who will pick up the 2 points. They'll have a big boost to that net run rate as well. Oh, if they'll go past Candy or Dambulla, it remains to be seen where they finish and how much they will jump. They were just stuttering a little bit with their form, the defending champions, so they'll be pleased to get a dominating performance out tonight.
The Jaffna Kings bowlers have done consistently well in this edition of LPL. Batting was a letdown for them. But they reshuffled their batting order and seems like it's working now. Good opening stand.
The extras continue. That's 12 wides now. And it means that the Kings only need 1 hit, 6 runs to win. They can do it. It'll be 6 overs to go. Fabulous. No wonder the captain's smiling. He's continued his good form as a leader. The way he's made his bowling changes with the field. A lot for Simon Helmut and Chaminda Vas. It's clever. Change of pace. 141 for 4. Strike rates of the batsmen from each team tell the story. Jaffna Kings really did get a move on right from the start. That'll be another wide. Nazim Shah not happy about that at all. That'll be the one bouncer for the over as well.
Now lack discipline. Not for the first time. Too high. An easy call for the umpire under just 1. Yeah, talking about Patharana, the action he bowls with.
That'll go fine. That's another boundary. The scores are tied.
Now almost 6 overs to spare. Excellent comeback. Just helping the ball on the way. You're talking about finishing the point, Patharana, with his action. If he releases the ball a bit late, he'll push the ball outside the off stump slightly earlier down the leg side. With this action, he needs to be precise with the release of the ball. He's got talent. Future profession.
Hairdresser? Yeah, why not? We all need a career post-playing, don't we? But I love the fact that they're all smiles in that dugout. They know that they have been at the top of their game this evening. That'll be it. And it'll run away for 4 as well. Commanding performance from the Kings. And they have been sensational this evening.
Yeah, they must have shrugged their shoulders and said, okay, we were defeated, but we still got the resources and talent in the side to make a strong comeback. And here we saw Jaffna Kings playing like kings, the champions.
Just goes to show the Jaffna Kings, if you don't pick up wickets early, you are in big trouble. They have a lot of power through that middle order. We did not see Shoaib Malik, did not see Will Alagay. Both played really well in this tournament. David Miller basically didn't have to do anything. That's how good this performance was. They're up against 2 champion fast bowlers, Nazim Shah and Patirana, who whilst they picked up 3 wickets between them, there was not a lot else from the others.
ये ODI सीरीज है या T20 सीरीज है, यहाँ पर अभी आपको स्क्रीन पर इस वक्त नज़र आ रहा होगा कि पाकिस्तान और अफगानिस्तान के दरमियान 3 और मैचेस की जो वो सीरीज जो खेली जाएगी और ODI मैचेस की जो वो सीरीज आप दोस्तों को बता दें कि खेली जाएगी। और पहला ODI मैच पाकिस्तान और अफगानिस्तान के दरमियान 22 अगस्त को जो वो खेला जाएगा, यानी कि इसी महीने जो है वो 22 अगस्त को खेला जाएगा और सुबह 9:30 बजे जो है ये मैच शुरू होगा पाकिस्तान और अफगानिस्तान के दरमियान, जो कि पहला ODI मैच है। इसके अलावा दूसरा ODI मैच आप दोस्तों को बता दूं कि पाकिस्तानी टाइम के मुताबिक 9:30 बजे शुरू होगा और 24 अगस्त को ये मुकाबला जो है वो खेला जाएगा टीम पाकिस्तान और टीम अफगानिस्तान के दरमियान। और इसके अलावा तीसरा और फाइनल ODI मैच भी जो है वो 9:30 बजे जो वो खेला जाएगा पाकिस्तानी टाइम के मुताबिक और 26 अगस्त को जो है वो खेला जाएगा ये मैच। और इसके अलावा आप दोस्तों को बताता चलूँ कि अगर आप दोस्त लंका प्रीमियर लीग यानी कि LPL के तमाम मैचेस लाइव जो वो देखना चाहते हैं तो आपको हमारे इसी यूट्यूब चैनल पर लंका प्रीमियर लीग के तमाम मैचेस लाइव स्ट्रीमिंग जो है वो देखने को मिल जाएंगे। तो आप सब दोस्तों से रिक्वेस्ट है कि हमें सपोर्ट करें, चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर दिया करें और लाइव स्ट्रीम को दोस्तों के साथ भी जो शेयर कर दिया करें ताकि आपको मैच के दौरान जो कोई डिस्टर्बेंस देखने को ना मिले। और इसके अलावा पाकिस्तान और अफगानिस्तान के दरमियान जो सीरीज़ आ रही है ये ODI सीरीज़, तो अगर आप दोस्त ये सीरीज़ लाइव देखना चाहते हैं तो आपको हमारे इसी यूट्यूब चैनल पर लाइव स्ट्रीमिंग जो देखने को मिल जाएगी। तो आप सब दोस्तों से रिक्वेस्ट है